Good evening. Tonight we had been expecting to bring you news of a key development in Birmingham's long-running bin strike. The High Court in London had been due to decide on a legal challenge from bin workers against the redundancy notices sent out by the City Council last month.
But there has been another delay. Our correspondent Gareth has been following this in court. And Gareth, as we sort of alluded to at the beginning, we were hoping to tell people that there had been a step closer really to resolving this dispute, but it looks like we're actually getting further away.
Yeah, well, there's certainly been no progress today, that's for sure. All sides in this dispute came down to London expecting that the judge would at least give a pointer as to whether the City Council would be able to press ahead with its redundancy plan. As it was, the judge said the court needed more time to read up on everything. Everything's put on hold and everybody has to come back down here again next Monday.
What you want? Justice! What you want? Justice! What you want?
The anger of the Birmingham bin strike reaches the streets of London.
Betrayed by a Labour council that acts Tory. Betrayed by a Labour council that supports austerity. Betrayed by a Labour council that has lost its true Labour values and is an embarrassment to the Labour movement in this country.
Changes to pay grades and to safety arrangements on wagons are at the heart of this. And 3 months in, these workers show no sign of wanting to back down.
We've got mortgages, families now, it's a lot of money. I would ask any person to put themselves in our shoes, and then if one day they went to work and was told they was going to lose between £3,500 and £5,000 a year. It's disgraceful.
It's time to stop accepting these cuts and make a stand, and that's what we're doing.
They entered the Royal Courts of Justice expecting to hear a judgment, one which would mark perhaps the end of the beginning. The union is suing the council. It claims the striking workers can't be sacked because of the terms of the deal they reached. The council say there never was a deal. But they'll all have to wait. Inside, a judge said he'd need more time than the 2 hours which had been set aside. So, another delay. Meanwhile, piles of rubbish continue to grow back in Birmingham.
Well, I would say again to the people of Birmingham who are wondering about that, they have the power in their hands to make this industrial action come to an end. They can call upon the elected representatives to do the honourable thing, back the ACAS deal, a sensible compromise, and then we can get back to work.
In a statement, Birmingham City Council said, "We will continue to robustly defend the action so that we can deliver a plan that is in the best interests of Birmingham's citizens. In addition, we will continue to make every effort to resolve the dispute as quickly as possible so we can deliver on one of the key priorities for citizens: cleaner, greener streets."
What do you want to have? Justice!
And so, tonight, we are still no closer to knowing how all this will end.
So Gareth, not the news anybody wanted to hear really. What happens next?
In the short term, nothing at all, actually. Both sides, the council and the union, have agreed to freeze everything until that new hearing next Monday. It means that the council won't be working on the redundancy process until then. Those redundancies were due to take effect on the 1st of October. That's been pushed back now until the 4th of October, so the workers have a little bit longer to decide what they want to do should the council get their way. But the certain thing, the only certain thing, is that we're just as uncertain as ever tonight.
OK, Gareth, thank you. We will talk again, no doubt, on this subject. In other news, police have described the shooting of a man